Let's check out the WinSchedule DayView control. So the DayView control shows a day's worth of data or a couple of days worth of data depending on a property that you can set that shows more than one day if you like. So if I run this right now, I just want to show you what it looks like with some properties I've set on here. So if I load this up, and let's just focus on this one control here, which is the DayView. So notice that we have all the owners that exist within the owners collection of the Ultra Calendar Info component are all visible here on this one control. So I've added, well, the unassigned owner always exists because that's added by default by the control or by the component WinSchedule Info. But then I've added owner Tom Puglisi and Jason Barris. So, and then I've also hard-coded the adding of a couple of appointments. So as I scroll down, you could see multiple appointments here, one for me, one for Jason. Just check out the code real quick, and then we'll take a look at some properties. Let's maximize this as well in design time so you can see it more. So this is what the DayView control looks like, and again shows 1 day's worth of data. So if I were to flip through some of the properties, like for example the grouping style, so if there's like no grouping at all and I run it, let's check out how that looks. And what you're going to notice is that there's basically no grouping here, and you're going to see Jason's appointment and my appointment all together, not separate. It's all basically thrown together. Each one has a different appointment, just stacked on top of each other like that. So that's no grouping. But then if I go back to it and show you the owner within date, it looks like this. So there's a date, and then the owners are broken down within that. So here's the date. This is Friday because it's a day view. As I scroll down, the appointments for each person within that date are broken down that way. And then finally, it's the opposite, date within the owner. Then what happens is column headers are created for each owner, which is what I had before. And then any appointments that belong to those guys are thrown in here. So Tom, Jason, and the unassigns each have Friday underneath them, and then any appointments for those days are under there as well. And that's kind of what you can do with this. You could set other properties on here, like for example there's working hour, time slot, appearances. Anywhere there's the word appearance, you know what that means by now after watching all these videos. So you have full control over back color, forecolor, font, text mode, gradients, images, and all sorts of things like that. And the rest of all these are just basic property settings that allow you to specify the way that it looks and how it behaves and things of that nature as far as appearances and things. So the DayView, again, used to show 1 day's worth of data, part of the WinSchedule controls and components set, part of your NetAdvantage Windows Form toolset.
Infragistics. On the web at infragistics.com.